Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stock Market Show. This is your host, Shades. Let's talk about SoundHound. We're going to take a look at the most recent investor presentation that came out this month, this year. Let's go over what they have to say and what's to come for 2025 and beyond. Okay, I'm kidding. Best-in-class voice AI technology surpassing competitors in speed, accuracy, and complex language understanding. Massive 140 billion plus total addressable market. In production at scale with prominent global brands across industries with over 1 billion cumulative subscriptions and bookings backlog. 1 billion, by the way. That's not including what's to come. That's just right now, just to be clear. In 2025, expecting to be a range of 155 to 175 million in revenue. I think that's a lie. I've noticed they like to undersell and overdeliver. Undersell? I think I'm saying that right. Undersell and overdeliver. They set the expectations low and then they hit you with, actually, 200 million. Actually, 250 million, 300 million. If AI companies are going to continue to grow like they've been doing, I think we can hit 300 million. I think they're underselling it so that they can over deliver. That's what I think based off what I've seen from them. Because they initially predicted 100 million, I think, by 2025, and then they bumped it up to 150, and now it's 155 to 175. I think they're lying. I think it's going to be bigger than that. Strong financial momentum demonstrating consistently high revenue growth. And we have a nice little timeline here. So company founded in 2005, and then in 2017 to 2021 they had a lot, it looks like a lot of companies, they got a lot of companies under their belt with Honda, Dodge, Jeep, Hyundai, Pandora, Vizio, Snap as well. You got Stellantis, and then looks like forward from 2022 and beyond they started getting into restaurants. Five Guys, Applebee's. Hey, Planet Fitness is there too. Screw Planet Fitness. That attracts some weird people. I go to Anytime Fitness. Well, used to, not anymore. But Chipotle, Toast, Oracle, Jersey Mike's, White Castle. Where's McDonald's? I'm sure McDonald's will be here soon. Now look at that. They still got so many more restaurants they can include in 2024 and beyond. So this is just a look at where they started and where they are, at least as of 2023. And moving forward. And by the way, every time they get a PR with regards to working with a new brand, they tend to get like a 10-20% move. So keep an eye on those PRs every morning. If you see a PR that SoundHound is working with some company, it should move 10-20%. It would be odd if it dropped on a news like that. They have over 270 patents, 155 plus granted, and 115 pending. Well, that's a great moat to have, and that's not a bad moat. I think they said it themselves. They have this is an incredible moat. It's going to be hard to beat that. If you're ahead of the game with AI, it's going to be hard to catch up. If they can catch up at all at that point and be as good as SoundHound. Because there's other companies that offer similar technology to SoundHound. They're just not as good. So everyone ends up going with SoundHound. That's just how it is, right? If you offer a better product, better service, I'm going with you. That's just how it is. It's still business. Even if it is AI, it's still business. Industries with SoundHound products in market: automotive, restaurants, customer service, telecom, entertainment, smart TVs, smart devices, insurance, financial services, retail, healthcare, hospitality, and contact center enterprise. So if anyone ever tells you, SoundHound, it's only restaurants, all it does is work with restaurants, ooh, boo, it's a garbage stock, you can just snip this one real quick and be like, are you sure you know what you're talking about, sir? 3 revenue generation pillars: products, services, and ads plus commerce. And here's speaking of restaurants, select annual revenue opportunities, restaurants, immediate opportunity, massive expansion opportunity within restaurants. Can't scale much faster with short sales cycles. SoundHound has a more than 1 billion revenue opportunity in the US alone, with a particular focus on the industry's fastest growing sector, off-premise restaurants. SoundHound aims to grow rapidly as restaurants turn to technology. Global restaurant total addressable market, 4.4 trillion by 2028. That's a lot. You can make fun of restaurants all they want, but Domino's Pizza sitting at $400 plus for its share price. I'm not kidding when I make videos about SoundHound telling you it's still early. We're still in early despite the share price. We're still early. You think NVIDIA invested in this as a joke? Oh, you think NVIDIA went, I'm just gonna invest in SoundHound. Ha ha ha. Let's hope it goes to the moon. They're not retail. They know what they're doing, and I see what they're seeing. And I hope you do too. We believe every company needs voice AI. Well, yes, every company is going to need voice AI. Eventually, the machines will replace us. I think I mentioned this. I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning of I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but Amazon workers went on strike, and I guess my packages aren't going to arrive on time for the holidays. And you know what? You want to know what crossed my mind was machine is going to replace us. Because ultimately, machine is going to be... At some point, the technology, as it advances, as it gets better, it's going to get cheaper. Obviously, if you buy new, it's going to be expensive. But it gets cheaper. Right now, if you were to buy a PlayStation 1 or Nintendo 64, it should be cheap. What are they, like $20, $50, $30 compared to back then? They should be free at this point. but no, you guys get what I'm saying. Even computers back then, you could buy a ThinkPad for like $20, $50 on eBay, and they still work and get the job done. As technology gets cheaper and AI gets better, it's going to replace us. Because the companies see humans as a problem, something that needs to be solved, because they have to pay a wage, and employees are the most costly thing. It doesn't matter what sector it is. Doesn't matter if it's the security sector, the restaurant sector, doesn't matter. Humans cost a lot of money to pay them to do a job. If I can replace you with a machine that can do it just as well or better, guess what? That machine doesn't have rights. The machine, there's no laws for machines. There's nothing protecting them. So a machine is easier to fix. If a machine dies, you can just replace it it's going to be cheaper to replace it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get too grim. I'm going to stop there. But you guys hopefully you get what I'm saying. Hopefully you see what I'm saying is, yes, I think every company is going to need voice AI. Because eventually, in order to increase the bottom line, which is in America, that's what it's about. It's about the bottom line. If I can replace every human, if I can replace my staff with machines that can do the job just as good or if not even better, then what do I need to be paying this pooping thing that, sometimes calls off? Guess what? The machine's not going to call off. Guess what? If it breaks down, I fix it. If it has a loose screw, I can fix that. Sure, there's maintenance and repair costs, but eventually they'll get so cheap. I mean, think about it for a second. How much does it cost to replace I'm just trying to think of something real quick. How much does it cost to replace a hard drive? It doesn't cost much. Compared to back then. Back then, it used to be 20 years ago, a hard drive used to be more expensive compared to now. Now it's cheap. You can buy like 1,000 terabytes for like $1. I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. You increase the bottom line by getting rid of the wage workers. And those machines aren't going to complain. They're not going to have babies. They're not going to call off. There's just so much that voice AI is going to bring. AI in general. But those AI are going to need a voice so you can communicate with them. And tell them, hey, go do that. You go lift this. Can AI even break its back at a job? It's really, I'm not kidding. I think you're in early on AI. We still got a long way to go. That's just my opinion. I know maybe I sound crazy when I talk like this. I don't know. I gave a presentation for college a long time ago, like 10 years ago. And I told everyone in that presentation that I had to do for, what was it, Speech 101? Or was it English 102? It was one of those. But I gave a presentation out on how machines and AI are the future and they're going to replace us. And everyone, I swear to God, everyone was just looking at me cockeyed. Like, Like, ooh? Like, people were looking at me like I was stupid or insane. Even the teacher looked at me like I was crazy. And I walked away giving that presentation thinking to myself, am I crazy? No, there's no way I'm crazy, right? There's no way we don't get replaced by machines at some point. They will be better than us. What's next for humanity after they replace us? I don't know, but let's take advantage right now while we're still early, in my opinion.